And we'll start the call off with any recognition or shout outs that anybody wants to give. Feel free to do so now.
My hubby's supposed to be Emerald, so.
What's that?
Mark's supposed to be turning Emerald, so.
Yay! Go Mark! How exciting.
Yeah, so I was on the phone with Coach Relations though today because of our move, our Shakeology orders got all screwed up. So 3 shipments haven't come so far, so I'm going a little crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Give me my Shake-Yo.
Oh my gosh. Yesterday I was like, what am I doing? I need my shake.
That's funny. Well, go Mark. That's exciting.
Woohoo!
So I'll give a quick shout out to Sam and Jocelyn and Carrie on Ambition Army for All Hitting Success Club. There's still time, that's not over, but I wanted to at least give you guys a shout out. You've done such a great job hustling and selling those challenge packs, so great job. Any other shout outs before we get to the topic of the hour? All right. So if everyone wants to go on mute, that would be great, if you could. And tonight's subject is a really exciting one for Carrie and I because it's kind of like what lit the flame under us and what got us super excited about this business in the first place. So I started coaching in February, I want to say, and I think Carrie started by the end of February, maybe too. If not, then it was March. So it was like really soon after me. And part of the reason was because we had such an incredible experience in our challenge groups. So from the very get-go, when I began coaching, I wanted to recreate that. Like I hosted my first challenge group basically right away, like practically on my own. I think Heather was in the group as well, but it was more like she was there if I had questions and I just like ran with it. I used the templates actually that Beachbody provides you. I don't know if you guys know this, but there are templates in the training and in your Coach Online office. And like I will say it was helpful. You know, it was sort of a guideline that I could use from the beginning when I didn't have any idea what I was doing. Like it was my first month of coaching. But very soon I realized it just wasn't me. Like it wasn't my voice. I didn't feel like I was connecting. And I knew that something needed to change. And so right away, Carrie and Sam and I were like, okay guys, like, let's do this differently. So that's sort of what we want to talk to you about tonight. So I'm gonna start by talking about right from the very beginning, how to come up with a good challenge group idea and then how to promote it. And then Carrie is going to take over and talk about how we run our challenge groups. Because we do things pretty much the same every month now. Like we have a really great system. So as far as the very beginning, the first thing you want to do is really hone in on your target audience. Like who do you want to be a part of these challenge groups? The reason being, like, that's going to then provide you with a good idea of how you want to promote it, like what you want your ad to look like, what you want your challenge group name to be. All of that revolves around your target audience. So from there, once you know who that target audience is, you can create the name of your challenge group. So for example, a couple of the ones we've had recently, the one this month we have, it's called the Fitness Mixer, because we knew we wanted to broaden our audience. Like we wanted to not just do 21 Day Fix. We wanted it to be targeted to anybody who is doing a Beachbody workout program or drinking Shakeology. So we decided to do the Fitness Mixer. The one before was 21 Day Fix Excuse Busters, because we all hear the excuses, we all give ourselves excuses. So we wanted to target those people who would hear that name and be like, shoot, I totally do give excuses for why I don't work out. Like, I got to get in on this. So I think the challenge group name is really, really important and a really important step. So from there, we need to start inviting people. And I am big on how I approach my ad, like how I approach that initial invite for my challenge group. And I'm going to break it down for you. So the first thing that's really important is you need a catchy image. And not just like an image of Autumn with her containers and like 21 Day Fix is great, or her holding a shakeout. Like, it needs to be you, because the truth is that facts tell and stories sell. Like, people don't want to hear about 21 Day Fix. They want to hear how 21 Day Fix has changed your life. So like, show that in an image and it'll make like the biggest difference in the world. Secondly is the text. And I break my text down into 3 different things. I'm sorry guys, can everybody hear me okay? Let me see if I can get her some food. Hold on. Here, Claire. Okay, so I break down my text into this. So I have my fun, shiny image. Then I break my text up into 3 things. The first thing is I put something where it's like the hook. It's like, what's going to catch someone's eyes and make them want to be a part of this challenge group. So for the fitness mixer, for example, we were talking about how we wanted to switch it up. You know, so, oh, we're doing something new, like this is brand new. So when people see brand new, then they're going to get excited. The second thing you need to do is talk about what's going to be included, like what is going to be included in this program with the challenge group. So if it is a 21 Day Fix challenge group, you're going to talk about, you know, the easy nutrition plan, the 30-minute workouts, and then make sure you include you, because like, as a coach, like, you're a free coach. This one-on-one support is something that people are missing in their gyms. It's something they've been missing all along. So make sure you include that in your ad. And then lastly, and this is a part I think a lot of people miss, tell them how to contact you. Like, tell them how to get in on this. I write interested in the comment section if you want to get in on this. You know, like, tell them what to do. If you want them to email you, put your email right there. Because just by like saying, hey, I have this great challenge group, like message me if you're interested, people still have to then go to private message. It's like one more step for them to do. I'm telling you, just put interest, like write interest in the comment section. And then if they write interested, you can comment from there, or, you know, hook them up with your email address. Hold on, I'm sorry guys. Oh, sorry, 3 monkeys and me. So that's the third part. Once you have your awesome kick butt ad, if you have a like page, boost it. I'm telling you guys, boosting is the bomb.com. Like, I've been getting so many random people whom I've never spoken to in my life, and all of a sudden they're writing interested on my posts. I'm like, whoa, like, this is so cool. If you have a like page and I'm telling you, boost it, $5, that's all it takes. And so you press boost, it's gonna ask you who you wanna boost it to. Boost it to your friends and your friends' friends. Like, that's actually an option. It sounds kind of funny, but boost to your friends and your friends' friends. And it's made such a difference for me. And so that's sort of the part of like the creating and the promoting. So the next step is the planning. And as far as the plan goes, we've been running our challenge groups as a team. So it's been very important to create a calendar. So essentially what we do is we do a calendar. I was doing it in a Word doc, but actually this month we did it in a Google Doc, and it's even better because you can share it with people. So I'm finding that to be even more easy. And I actually even break it down by like theme every day. So basically every day has a topic, and you assign a coach to that day. So last month it was great because each coach, it was like, okay, Carrie has Mondays, Lindsay has Tuesdays, Jocelyn has Wednesdays, so on and so forth. So you knew to just peek at the calendar and what the topic was, and you'd post from there. So that helped as far as like an organizational standpoint. So you knew that that group was getting attention every day. And the other benefit of this that was unforeseen at the time, but now I've realized it, and like Carrie will talk more about this, is that it's created this amazing sense of community, not only with me and my challengers, but my challengers know the other coaches on my team and vice versa. So it's been really awesome because if like another coach on the team is interested in coaching, then they can be like, hey, yeah, and you know, this is the same team, like the team of coaches that are in the challenge group, like this would be your business, these would be your business partners too. And they kind of all know each other already. So that's really cool. So I do recommend like hooking up with other people to run your challenge groups. It creates like a really fun sense of community. Also, plan ahead of time. Sorry, Claire. Plan ahead of time your challenges, your mini challenges, your prizes, things like that, and pop them right in the calendar. And from there, if you know already what you're going to be posting about, you can use like Postcron and things like that to plan out your posts ahead of time. And lastly, as part of planning, doing the group page and making a really cool group banner for it. I use canva.com. It's my favorite. I know other people use PicMonkey, but Canva, I just find it to be super easy. So those are my sort of few things I want to talk about as far as, you know, your target audience, creating a good theme and name, things like that, how to do your ad, boosting your page, and then planning your calendar for that challenge group month and assigning posts to coaches. So are there any questions? Actually, let's do this. Let's move on to Carrie, and then we'll do like a big question and answer thing if anyone has any at the end. So I'm going to mute myself. I'm sorry. I know that my kids have been a little distracting, but I've done my best. And I will pass the baton to Carrie. Boop.
All right, am I unmuted? Everybody can hear me? Awesome! All right, so I first want to start by sharing a little bit of my journey with you guys. So what got the momentum going for me and wanting to really dive into coaching were the challenge groups. And it just showed me that even somebody like virtual can motivate me. And I didn't think that was possible. So that made me really excited. And then Lindsay was already coaching. So she was like, Carrie, you're coaching, like you got to do it. So I said, all right, you're right. Let's go for it. So one of the most exciting moments was the day Lindsay and I got together and we got lunch together. And we busted out our notebook and our calendar and our Post-its and our colored pencils. And we wrote out, like, what are we doing for our challenge group? And a couple of things happened in that moment for me. I realized, darn it, this is what I want to do. Like, this is fun. Like, I'm sitting outside. I'm scheduling. I'm talking about fitness and nutrition and how to motivate people. And, like, this is exciting, and I can order a glass of wine while I'm doing it. Like, this is pretty kick-ass. So I left there with so much excitement. So that just, for me, that's why I love challenge groups. I believe in the community that can be produced from it, and I believe that it creates this momentum that kind of keeps going. I still have people that I signed up probably just shortly afterwards. They're still getting their Shakeology. They're still, you know, checking in with me, and I check in with them. And a big thing that I wanted to do was be able to coach people and inspire them from no matter where I am. And that's what these challenge groups allow for us. So it also helps build your confidence, because Lindsay is like the confidence queen. I mean, it is so contagious. And me, I was a little bit like, you know, okay, like I don't know everything. But I started posting more, and it built my confidence. So when Lindsay and I first did our first challenge group, it was her, me, her, and Sam. So it was a lot more pressure on us to post more often. And now that there's more of us and we do it as a team, I think it really helps our new coaches as well. I know we have some new coaches on the call right now, and I know that it kind of helps to take away from that anxiety that you may or may not have. So I'm looking at my thing so I don't miss anything. And I ultimately think that by running the challenge groups in a 21, 30, or a 60 day is what really equips people to meet their goals. So Lindsay and I decided to do a preseason. We found that a lot of people had a lot of questions about nutrition and containers and everything like that. So instead of trying to run a challenge group and answer questions about nutrition, we chose to do that all in week 1. You don't have to do that with every single challenge group. We've just been very successful with it for the 21-day fix in particular. And we find that people that do that preseason, do the 21-day fix, and then go on to another workout program, they continue their nutrition. So it kind of keeps the momentum going. Let's see. So with the way you run it, the calendars are helpful. What is also helpful is doing your advertisement at the beginning of the month to almost get you set up for the next month. So what are we in now? So we're going into September. So now we can start talking about, okay, this is what we're going to be offering in October. We're always a month ahead. So you're not scrambling towards the end of the month. You're not trying to get all those, your Success Club points. You're not trying to do it like all in 1 week. So also another thing with the challenge group that we found is even though you might have like a schedule, the vibe of the group might change. Like people might be going downhill. And if they are, it's our job as coaches to kind of bring the momentum back up. If everybody, I know we had one challenge, I think it was 4th of July, and you just knew everybody who went off, was drinking and having barbecues and everything. So a lot of people are coming back from that kind of feeling kind of like, I don't feel that great. But it was up to us coaches to be like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Move on. And people did. So it kept the momentum going and it kept the vibe positive. Always keep your challenge group positive. I can't stress that anymore. You want the vibe to be fun, stress-free, and you want people to look forward to it. You don't want to be militant and be like, this is what you have to do and how you do it. I also encourage videos so people can talk to you, feel like they're talking to you. And we started out our programs with having videos that we would do introducing ourselves. There's gotten to be more of us, so now we kind of do a picture. But I encourage you to do 1 or 2. It gives people a feeling of your personality, and it makes it more personable. I also encourage you to check in with people. If people have signed up and they're doing the challenge, and they're not really interactive with the post, just private message them. Hey, what's going on? Are you all right? Blah, blah, blah. A lot of times something might be going on. I actually had somebody that found out she was pregnant in the middle of it and was just nauseous and really sick. And I was just like, hey, that's okay. That's life, So just don't get discouraged if you're looking and you're just kind of like, why aren't they involved? They really wanted this. Check in with them. Private message, be personable, send emails. It doesn't take much. It just takes a little bit of your time and it means a lot to people. What else? It might be getting towards the end. I just think working as a team is great. And then as your team grows, you can branch off. And then as a team, if you're promoting the same challenge group for the same times, you reach more people. So the different coaches just create a different environment for everybody. And you know that you're getting that support if a lot of people are asking a lot of questions and you don't know the answer and somebody else might know it. So even if you're not on our team, I don't know if you guys want to jump in on one of our groups and check it out and see how it runs to get some tips. Awesome. I think that's great. And another thing, I don't know if Lindsay touched on this, but having a deadline to when to order your challenge pack, because you want people to feel value to the challenge and the challenge pack. So you don't want to have to just be adding people randomly. If people don't get it in time, I think it's best to say you need to wait for the next one, so that they're not completely jumping in the middle and talking about the containers and everybody else is on week 3. So those are a couple of my tips about running it, and little side tips that I like to do to keep it personable. Sometimes I miss being a challenger too. So, if you have any questions or if anything else comes up for me or Lindsay, let's start shooting those around.
Well, I was going to say, Carrie, to add just a couple of things that, because when you were talking, then I get triggered of some memory as well. And I wanted to mention that one of the things we wanted to incorporate was how to talk to people about coaching in the challenge group. And
Yes.
One way that we found to be very successful is the last week of our challenge group. I think it's usually on that Wednesday or Thursday. We will have a post about start thinking about what's next for you. And in that post, we talk about whether they're going to do another round of 21-day fix, whether they want to try something new. We're happy to share the promotions this month with them, or maybe you're interested in coaching. And now I have it lined up so that our coaching sneak peek lines up with it perfectly, so that they can transition right from that challenge group into the coaching sneak peek, and we can like advertise it right in the challenge group. And that's really helpful, because honestly, guys, I think all my coaches except for one came from a challenge group. Like, this is perfect. Like, and really, when I think on it, the communities we're creating in our challenge group is the same community that we create on the business side. And I really match that up with people, and I talk about that, because it's the business side isn't some scary thing where you sign on and then it's like, peace out. Like, you're part of this amazing community. And so I think actually discussing it in your challenge group with them is a perfect time to do it. Because I used to be afraid to mention it. I don't want people to be like, oh, they're just trying to recruit me. But like now I'm like, this is perfect. Like, they're in this mindset, oh, I love this community. And so all we're doing is extending the invite to learn about that business side as well. Was there one more thing? There was something else I was going to say too. No, I think Carrie put everything really perfectly. I mean, maybe it'll be helpful, because Jocelyn and Lisa, you know, you're newer coaches, and looking at your faces now, do you feel like being in the challenge, you know, being a coach in our challenge groups was a little less intimidating because you were kind of like running it with us? Maybe you could give a little feedback on how you feel about it.
Personally, I think they're a blast, and I think right now I struggle because I feel like a lot of people that I'm signing on don't embrace it as much as I feel like I did. And I really truly think that the more you put into the challenge group, the more you get out. So, I mean, obviously we're not challengers anymore, but I don't know if there's like a way to kind of tell that to your challengers, but I feel like when you interact and you post, like, you get so much more out of it than just kind of, oh crap, there's another notification today, and then, you know, you just ignore it. So I love it. I think it's so fun. Our last challenge group was kick-ass. Seriously. I'm really bad about checking my phone at work, and it was like notification, because everyone was just like on fire. So it's great because it keeps us accountable as well. And it kind of lights that fire in me again, like, all right, it's time to kick ass. So,
well, what's funny though is that in that last group, Lisa, things started kind of dimming out, like Carrie said, can happen sometimes. So what we ended up doing is we were like, okay, we need to offer a prize. So like, people love prizes. And so I basically came up with this point system. Like, a sweaty selfie was 5 points. A recipe was 3 points. Just interacting with the post of the day was 1 point. Putting a before and after picture was 10 points. That was a big one. And so they had basically, this was like I started on a Thursday, and I knew if they were quiet then, they were going to be on real quiet into the weekend. So we ran it from Thursday to Sunday night. And then the winner got a Fixate book. And this was a 21-day fix group. So obviously everyone wanted the Fixate book. And I'm telling you, like, it made things, like, it turned the volume up like crazy. It was amazing. So that's like a really good option if you're feeling like things are kind of quiet. The other thing we've done in the past is we've done weekly prizes. And maybe, Carrie, you can talk about that because I have a little jibber-jabber here.
So another thing that we did this in like our first few challenges. We would give out weekly prizes. We kind of based it, we weren't sure how to base it actually to give them out. So it depended on kind of people's participation and how much they were posting or putting up sweaty selfies, we call them, as a form of check-in that, you know, you are doing your workout, or posting a picture of their Shakeology bottle or their containers being used. So prizes are awesome. We did $15 prizes, and each coach picked which one, and we gave out that veggie thing that can turn zucchini. We gave out like Target gift cards. What else did we give out? I don't remember.
Yeah, we did a Whole Foods gift card, a water dispenser. You might have said that. I might have missed it.
Okay.
You gave out those sliders once, the Pio.
Yeah, the Pio sliders. Yeah. That was a good one.
Oh, cool. I don't remember.
Yeah, Cindy won that one. Cindy won that one because I knew she was doing Pio, so like kind of already she was ordering it or something like that. And I think that's the point, is just keeping it really personal. Like, we know our challengers and we know what prize might be really special to them. You know, if we know somebody's trying to drink more water, a diffuser is a really great prize for them. Like, just keeping it as personal as possible, I think, is definitely the way to go. But yeah, I mean, leverage these challenge groups, one, to create that community, but two, don't be afraid to think of it as, you know, like really identifying these people who could become great coaches too. Like, that's really, really important. And go that extra mile. If you see something in someone, then go that extra mile to keep talking to them and building that relationship, and not being afraid to be like, you're already coaching, like, you should try this out. Maybe even challenge them, be like, hey, like, do you think, I actually heard this at Summit and it was genius, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. Honestly, like, asking some of your challengers to post something motivating in the challenge group. Like, hey, you're doing such a great job in this challenge group. Do you mind just maybe like a couple times a week finding a really great quote and posting it in the challenge group? That would be amazing. And I think the group would really love it. Like basically empowering them to coach before they're even a coach, right? So I thought that was a really good idea too. All right. Go ahead, Carrie.
One more thing that I know that we made a good job of doing as well with our posts is we always kind of like created an expectation for people to post and to post below. You know, we would always say post all in, or I'm going to crush it today. So doing stuff like that, it shows that people are reading the post and that they're engaging, and creating some sort of expectation for them to be accountable to the group and accountable to themselves. So Lindsay is a busy mama. So I know that the meeting's going to be ending soon. So maybe we open it to some Q&A.
Yeah.
Anybody has?
Yes, we have like 7 minutes left. So please, guys, if you have any questions, like, definitely let us know. Ooh, bless you.
I wanted just to mention like a lessons learned from boosting posts. Facebook has guidelines, and your text can't be more than, is it 20%?
Yeah.
Because they declined my ad once, and I thought it was because they found it offensive. And then I found out it was just the text.
Image. Yeah.
Yeah.
They declined my transformation pictures.
Yeah.
Any transformation pictures that I put up, they've declined them and told me that I'm trying to put a post up that's saying this is what the ideal body image is, and it's not acceptable.
I have never heard that. I've never had that. Well, apparently I don't have the ideal body then.
When you guys boost, how much do you guys usually boost it? Like, what's an appropriate amount?
$5.
Is that like
$5
$5 a day or?
No, so it's $5 until it's spent. It usually takes about, for me, it's been taking 1 to 2 days for it to be spent. I will say though, the fitness mixer, it was doing so well that I added another $4 to it because I was getting so much interest. So it's worth it. If you're getting a lot of interest and people are like, really reaching out to you about the program, then I would recommend boosting more because those are the ads that you're going to get a return on investment from. But in general, like usually I'll do about $5.
And don't be afraid to reboost something that you've boosted in the past because your posts only reach like a percentage of people. So bye. So that was one that I've learned too, that you can go back and check and see how many people like a past post may have engaged. And if it's engaged a lot of people, then reuse it again and boost it.
Anyone else have any questions or any like challenges that are happening in their challenge group that they wanted to like spend a minute talking about?
I feel like our free challenge is suffering a little bit.
Yeah, it's tough because I think when things are free, people think they don't need to do anything, and it's like they just kind of did it with the meal plan. And so I know that some people run it like we're talking about, like maybe we do make it where they only get the menu for the next day once they've kind of a day at a time, so they have to check back in to be more involved. I think the other thing is just original content. Like maybe people are getting sick of free clean eating challenges and we need to make it more like creative and think of something else to do. I think this month we kind of were like, let's get it going, let's do this because we want it. We were trying to get on our marketing calendar. So like, but it's all right, Lisa. It's still the beginning of the week. We can still get them.
Well, my friend actually, she's in it, and she posted 2 pictures today, and she came over to my desk, and she goes, I feel like people are going to think I'm so weird. Like, who's this crazy person that's posting stuff? And I was like, no, Jeannie, that's good. Keep it up.
Well, maybe we need to do a point system. Like maybe we need to do something similar to what we did, and then we'll give them like a, diffuser or something, a water diffuser or something like that,
Yeah, people are motivated by prizes.
People are very motivated by prize. I mean, I know I am.
And money. You can get them money. Put up $100.
Yeah. No, but honestly, guys, if you ever want to and Holly, I saw that you had answered that when we said that, but you're welcome to come into one of our challenge groups and check it out.
Yeah, that'd be great because I've mostly been clinging on to Heather's challenge groups. I haven't done my own yet. I know Suzanne and I had talked about doing one, but
do one together, guys.
It's fun to do it together.
We can show you our calendar. We can show you how we do our calendars too.
Yeah, that's great. Today's just been crazy with the first day of school stuff.
Yeah, that's how it was for me too. First day of school, I had 6 hours free, and I thought, I'm gonna have all this time, and I did not.
No,
that's what I thought too.
I tried so hard to get to, because I'm at SD6, and I tried so hard to get to 10 today, and everyone I'm talking to is just like, I'll do it in August, or I'll do it in September.
September.
A good month,
Yeah.
I do have a question. I don't know if you guys know the answer to this, but I have less than a minute. When I hit SD10 last month, will I lose all those people I earned if I don't hit it again this month?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Lose what?
Well, you know how you get them, and then if they continue to buy, you continue to get whatever it's called off of them. Commission. I won't lose that, right?
No. Every month it just starts fresh.
Okay, good.
Every month starts fresh.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen at 7 o'clock. It could.
You can do it, Holly. You can do it.
I'm talking
I
like
know you are.
I'm totally gonna have to rewatch this video because I keep talking to people.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We have until midnight tonight, or like Eastern Standard Time, or is it midnight Pacific?
Oh, good question.
I don't know.
I have 2 people that I want to sign up, but I'm waiting to hear what they want. They're all said, "Oh yeah, I want vanilla Shako." I'm like, "Well, what program do you want? Do you want to do this, or you know?" So I'm gonna sign them up, but I need to know what they want before I sign them up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, do I have till midnight, or do I have until 3 a.m.?
I bet you could find that out in the FAQs.
All right, I'll look.
Yeah, I bet it's in there. Because I've never had, I don't know. Talk about going down to the wire.
You kidding, huh?
259 put in orders.
Well, one's my, like, 75-year-old grandma